What is up, y'all? It is super late on Whiskey Wednesday. This is a day of sort of thing. I've been dealing with water in my basement for the last 36 hours or so. We've been getting just rain nonstop for days. That's not true. It stops. It just comes down in biblical proportions and then stops. And it's sunny and muggy and kind of gross. And then it rains again when we think it's done because it's rained more than it has in years, and then it does it again for fun because I don't know, someone pissed off the gods. Figure it out. Very little lightning. I doubt it was Zeus this time. Anyway, it's Whiskey Wednesday. I've got an orange. Not gonna have it. We're doing something a little bit different today. No old fashions at the end of this. Something a little bit different. But we've got some single shots to try out because I didn't feel like picking a regular bottle and doing a full episode. So we're doing this instead. Because I make the fucking rules. Deal with it. Love you. We've got a couple ones I've actually really been wanting to taste. Willett Bourbon. I think it does. Hey, don't need kids to make dad jokes, kids. Willett Bourbon, which is a Kentucky bourbon, looks pretty cool. And Jack Daniel's Single Barrel. I have tiny versions of these because they're very expensive. Well, this one's kind of expensive, and this one is hard to find. This one retails for about $75 for a 750 ml, and this one, I believe, when my parents offered to bring one back from Florida, it was about the same. I think it was about 55 US, give or take. Again, sorry for the noise in the background. When I said my basement got a little bit of water in it, we're in the basement. Those are the stairs to the up. These are the down as well, so we're the downstairs right now. Not a lot, no real damage, but just enough that it's going to be a bit of a pain in the ass. I've got the fans going, I've got the dehumidifier going. I just turned off the shop vac because I need some reprieve in my ear holes for a minute. But otherwise, we're doing good. It's just been taking up an entire day and a bit, and a whole lot of loads of laundry. We've washed so many towels and then dried them again. It's been a pain in the ass. Anyway, so like I said, what do we have here? We've got Jack Daniel's Single Barrel. It is a single barrel Tennessee whiskey, which is different from bourbon because it can only be made in Tennessee. You can have bourbon in Tennessee. These just do slightly different things. I think there's some charcoal to it as well. Charcoal filtering, I think, helps make that Tennessee whiskey. I didn't do my homework. Again, I've been doing stuff, but I want to taste this one because apparently it's really good. It doesn't taste like good old number 7. Does not have an age statement. It is 94 proof. It is about this color. I shake it up, doesn't do jack shit. Hey, jack shit. There we go. Color guide wise, I've got a tawny going into copper. Maybe. It's a little lighter. I'm going to say copper for fun on that one. With a little check to tawny. The Willett is a little bit lighter. I'm going to say that's gold into copper. So, what do you think we should try first? They're both 94 proof. Also didn't get all the way there. Kentucky bourbon, 94 proof. I think this is a small batch. Oh, I've got a batch number. That's fun. I didn't see that. 23D04. Let's pop that down. 23D04. Don't know what any of those mean. I'm assuming the 23 is like the year. And probably December 4. Yeah, okay, never mind. Probably just a date. It's fun that way. Clarity, they're both pretty clear. Pop that in. Legs, I don't know, they're probably both pretty quick, don't you think? They look runny, eh? Let's pop these in. Very little decorum when pouring metal bottles. Although it does give me an opportunity to quote, rescue me. I love the mini bottles. They make you feel like a giant. Sorry, Jack. Should probably go get that later, right? Willett bottle, which I will not be throwing. Ooh. In fact, I will be keeping this here so I can remember which one's which. And then we have a third mini bottle of whiskey. Ish. You'll see. We'll get to that one. We're going to go with a little bit of taste on the JD single. I've heard good things. Heard better things about the single barrel rye. I've got some water here for swishing and changing around. Apparently, if you mix this one, I think 2 parts JD to 1 part Ben Holiday, Was it the Ben Holiday? Yeah, it was the Ben Holiday. Single barrel. Apparently, that is a duplicate for Stag. Doesn't do me any good, though, because I've never tried Stag. Looks delicious. Let's give her a sniff. Woo! Lordy, that's tasty. Might have done a little bit of cheating and looking up the LCBO stuff, so let's see what we got on this. Right off the hop, sounds kind of stupid, and I don't know if it's just there. I got some like sunscreen, some coconut. I think that's kind of cool. Pop that down. See what else is there. Vanilla and caramel, obviously. It's whiskey. Gonna do that. Now, the LCBO page said I should also be looking for peach in the nose, so let's see if I can get there. I think I kind of got it. I can't tell if I'm imagining it or if it's there. Power suggestion's real fun that way. Let's find it. Let's take another sniffy here. Very powerful. Right, very alcoholic in your nose. It smells fantastic, though. Oh, man. If regular Jack smelled like this, buddy, there'd be bottles. I think I may have to actually go pick up a bottle of this at this point, just based on the nose. Although, wait, I think I spoke too soon. We should probably do the thing that it's meant for and drink it. Now, thankfully, these are both 94 proof, so I don't think we're going to go too far astray flavor-wise or proof-wise, so we're not going to be proofing ourselves out here. I think I get a little bit of stone fruit on that. Something else, too, though. Like mostly coconut and caramel. It's like a Mounds bar, man. I really like that. I'm digging that. It kind of reminds me of, I've got a Bavarian chocolate cake coffee pod that I kind of dig. And it's giving me those vibes. So almost like some nuttiness to kind of balance it out, like walnuttiness. I think. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Again, I can't be sure what's already been put in there from the website and what I'm getting. Well, no time like the presents. I think it's time to taste it. I should really speak English. I haven't had anything to drink yet today. Oh, interesting. Remember a couple weeks back, I was talking about a whiskey having a very cool mouthfeel. This does not. This tastes hot. I don't know if that's because the shop vac has been running in here for the last 12 hours or what the deal is. But that just tastes warm. It's right there. That hits you right in the face. It's pretty intense. It's a little fruity. I absolutely would not call it sweet, so. A little spicy, a little oaky. Picking up what you're putting down, LCBO website. The ring cam is probably not helping me. I am dripping. It is warm in here, man. A little rinse. Oh. I'm wondering what that does over ice. I think we're going to wait on that just because I don't want to dilute it too much. I'll put them both over ice at the same time just so we get kind of a fair comparison. All right, so the Willett, again, Willett Distillery, Kentucky made, 94 proof. We have a cask number on this one, even though the single barrel did not. Comes off very subtle. Kind of cakey. Vanilla. Not in a bad way, just getting a lot of vanilla. Like vanillin, I think is the chemical name. Smells fantastic. A little more subtle than this one. This one was a little more in your face. Again, that coconut really gets right up to the top of your nose and in there. This one, the review I read online said vanilla lemon cake. I can't say I don't get that. I'm kind of getting it. I don't get a lot of lemon, but in the same sense, I don't know exactly what lemon cake smells like. So I feel like it's not giving me enough lemon cake. I'm getting cake. I'm getting vanilla cake. It's definitely got some cupcake vibes to it. See if the single nose does any different. First blast was mostly ethanol. Well, let's give it a taste. Oh, that goes down like a scotch. I don't know. It feels thinner that way. If that makes sense. Does that make sense? Am I talking out of my ass? Is it really late o'clock? It's like 10:30 right now. I'll be lucky to get this up before midnight. Again, drink's kind of hot. I don't know if that has something to do with the small bottles or just the fact it's hot down here right now. I'm getting some back-end vanilla and caramel notes, obviously. I'm getting more cake off the taste than I am off the smell actually, so that's weird. Huh. I'm really excited to see what this does over ice. I'm not really getting, I don't know. It's there. I'm getting some citrusy bits. I don't think it's lemon, I wouldn't say, but maybe it is. It's like lemon peel. Getting that kind of flavor. Oh, I'm sweating up a stool. My God. Flannel was the wrong choice for that. It is hot. Those machines are doing their work, man. Well, we've got our murder glasses here. So tumbler, glencairn, tumbler, glencairn. Gotta make the right markings. Gotta put this aside for now. Got our glass with ice for the JD. Got our glass with ice for the Willett. Let's see how we're doing here. Give these a second to cool off. I think I had more of the JD than I had the Willett. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the Willett is a wheated bourbon. It's also pot stilled, so that's going to give a much different kind of flavor. If I've ever talked about the difference between drum stilled and pot stilled, no, I haven't. Because I'm not really sure of them right off the top. Pot stilled is for smaller batches, typically copper. You can control the flavors a little bit more. Drum stilled or column stilled, I believe they're called, is more for mass producing typically. It's easier to do, but again, a little harder to control what's going into it and what's going through it. At least that's my understanding. I have not finished the whiskey book, like I said I was going to back in December. All right, JD, let's see what you're giving me. Just absolutely everything I talked about and more. Getting all of that sunscreen smell. Comes off a bit more fruity with the ice into it. That's pretty delicious. Pretty fantastic. I'm pretty excited about that. I think once the LCBO gets back off strike, I think that might be one of my next purchases. That's pretty neat. It's pretty on the rocks, I should say. My bad. It's been a long day, guys. All right. Willett. Let's rinse out before we try the Willett. You know, I think that's why I got the Scotch vibes. It gives me like Irish whiskey vibes, and I think it's the pot still. You can really taste the difference. It's more up here in your mouth. Not sure. Not sure I'm getting much more vanilla than I was before, or much more citrus flavors. I think I'm getting mostly that pot still. I don't. Yeah, I'm really glad I didn't get my parents to bring this one back out because the bottle's real cool looking. But it takes up a lot of space apparently. Because again, same dimensions of a bottle. Just think of it this big by this tall. It's not going to fit on a lot of shelves. It'll fit on mine, but it'll take up about 3 bottles worth of space. And I don't know that I love that for that whiskey. Still very cool looking. I'm happy to have this tiny bottle. I'm probably going to use this for something else because I can probably put a dasher top on top of that. That'd be kind of neat. Look at me thinking, doing stuff. We're going to find out what I do with it next. Oh, talking, rambling, good times. I'm not sure I can pick up anything else over the pot still. It's the same thing. 40 Creek came out, when they first came out anyway. They had a great Canadian whiskey, great rye. It was delicious. It had this awesome hint of banana. It was sweet. It was beautiful. I almost drank like a bourbon, to be honest. And then they changed the recipe to, what the hell is it? It used to be an old timey, like, brown glass bottle with a beautiful cream and brown logo, wrapper, label, etc., whatever you want to call it. And then they switched to this, and I don't love it. I really miss the older ones. If I could find the old one, man, I'd buy some. I think I could be wrong. I was very wrong in the past. This comes up, rings a bell. Made for a hell of a rye and ginger. Hard to get too upset about it. Now, I don't really drink too much rye anymore, or at least too much rye and ginger anymore. We're going to do something gross here and just take the ice out because I don't want these to dilute down to nothing while we do the last part. Willett, I'm going to put you there. There you have it. There's the review on those two very delightful whiskeys. Again, if you like a pot still, that one's probably pretty decent for you. I found I didn't get as much of the flavoring out of it, even when I knew. Again, I went to these websites because it was just a small bottle to see if I could get some tasting notes off them, some palate notes. The JD was delicious. It's fantastic. I'd get that again. I think I'm going to get that bottle. I don't know when. If family's watching, hey, Secret Santa, what's up? You know my list. Usually starts with interesting bottle of booze. That one's pretty interesting. Go ahead and get it. The Willett, not so much. I think it's a won't it. Definitely won't. I don't think it will. Oh, okay, and here's the part I've been dreading. I could probably just do a separate video with this, but I don't want to. We're on mini bottles already. While I was in the States, got some, I don't know if you can see that. DoughBall. Delightfully backwards for you because I'm just using a phone. DoughBall Cookie Dough whiskey. And there's no quotation marks around whiskey. This is going to be interesting. They don't put anything on here except that pregnant women should not drink these things. And also, you probably shouldn't drive with it. Yep, I feel like someone who's going to be drinking cookie dough whiskey is, that makes sense. Yeah, also read an online review for this one. I believe the first one was, people who like whiskey will not like this. We're going to put that to the test, kids. Oh, God, that's so fucking much. I'm not writing an entry for this one because it's plastic cookie dough bottle. Good Lord. What am I doing? Give it a sniff. Oh, my God. It smells. Oh, it smells so bad. That's disgusting. This smells awful. Maybe I should have done a separate video for this. This is torture. Oh, I just had those two delicious things, and that's making me miss the Willett. Oh, it smells like sickening. Oh, like sickly sweet. Just so. I know where they're going. Oh man, I know. Oh, I know where they're going with this for the cookie dough flavor. This is real gross. It smells like old library books. Does that make sense? If you're getting that, you know what I'm talking about. You 90s kids, you know what's up. It smells like you spilled whiskey on an old library book. Oh man, that's bad. Oh god, I gotta taste this now, don't I? I already started 20 minutes in. If you stayed this long, you deserve to see me drink whatever this is. I think I have an idea for it, but we're gonna find out. You know, it's not. Oh, it's still sickeningly sweet, but it's sweet burning. I'm getting the cookie dough. It's there. The fake ass cookie dough flavor they put in there. It tastes like you had a mouthful of whiskey and took a bite off some Pillsbury. No chocolate chips, obviously. Almost like, yeah, like sickeningly sweet sugar cookie almost. A lot of, oh, a lot of like actual caramel. Like you've had 45 caramels at Halloween, like little squishy ones with the plastic wrapper with the white writing on them. That's, oh man, maybe ice will help. Good lord. It has to, right? The ice is melting, apparently. Oh, oh boy. Okay. It's got to help the smell, right? Like, that can't be. Nope, it's worse. It's. Fuck, it smells. Don't smell this. It's bad. I can't stop smelling it, though. It tastes better on ice. Doesn't linger with you quite so much. Nope, I was wrong. It's lingering again. Oh, God. Okay, well, I knew I was going to be drinking this. I thought to myself, let's come up with a bit of a cocktail on the fly. I have some ingredients. It's not quite on the fly. I've kind of pre-planned this, but I haven't tried it yet. Those are my first sips of the stuff. The peanut butter whiskey was better. This is bad. It's fucking bad. Oh god, I can't I can't try to talk you into anything else. What do we have here? Oh, I forgot to unload this. That's smart. Probably should have done that before. Let's see how much we have left. About an ounce and a half. Let's pop that in our shaker. Anything else? Just a touch more than an ounce and a half. Oh, good God, this is some degenerate drinking stuff. I'm just letting you guys know that. Well, cookie dough. What goes better with cookie dough than chocolate milk? We're going to go pretty much a 1-to-1 ratio. About an ounce and a half of chocolate milk. Here's where we find out if Sally watches these videos, because I stole some chocolate milk, babe. Don't worry, I'm going to drink the rest of it, because I love me some chocolate milk. Some chocolate milk. Oh, we're going to put that lid back on there. Isn't that delightful? Throw some ice in here. Spoon. Sorry, everyone, for the clinking. Ice goes crack. Get that in there. Let's get a little quick stir. I have the orgeat. Do I want some almond syrup in here? Having never tried almond syrup, probably not a great idea. Let's not do that right off the hook. A little bit of vanilla extract. Artificial, of course, because we're not that fancy. I'm thinking like half of a bar spoon. I don't want much. Just enough. Why am I putting vanilla in? I could just put in vanilla vodka. That would make more sense. Let's do that. We're making this a drink, kids. We're not fucking around. We are fucking around. It's cookie dough whiskey. Why am I? Yeah, this is stupid. Very dumb. Vanilla vodka. We've got some Smirnoff here. Let's go about a bar spoon to potent this drink up, because what goes better with chocolate milk than vanilla vodka? I don't know. Give that a quick stir. Sample as we go. Not half bad. Not half bad. Needs a little something. I'm thinking chocolate bitters. Let's give a couple dashes in here and see what happens. Boop, boop. Got some on my fingies. Delicious. Delicious, delicious. I would put that stuff over ice cream. My God, it's delicious. A little sample now, see if that brought anything else out. It's too sweet, man. Vanilla vodka might have been a bad choice. Be a little bit more chocolate milk. We're going to dilute this sucker down just a touch. So I think we're going to put some more booze in. So that's an extra third of an ounce. That's almost 2 ounces of chocolate milk. I think that's probably a pretty good ratio. I'm thinking some coffee liqueur. Our good friends down at Man's. Thinking let's try half an ounce, because we can always put in a little bit more. In you go. Making this kind of like an espresso martini, but not quite. Big stirs. Good Lord. You know, I might have fixed it. Pop that over. That looks like things. We're going to put the chocolate milk back in the ice here. Because, again, it's hot as balls down here. Let's garnish. Do we need a garnish? Why not? We've got cinnamon sticks. Let's use one. Come on. Get out of there. Some cinnamon might have gone well with this. Cinnamon syrup might have been a thing. A little stir. Little actually. Got my microplane. Oh, the cinnamon does nice things on the nosy. That ain't half bad. That ain't half bad, kids. I think I fixed it. Let's grab another cinnamon stick here and see if we can do a little bit more. Like I said, I got the microplane. We're going to try this out a touch. A little bit of cinnamon shavings over top. Super. I think that's the first time I've used this microplane, by the way. Very excited by that. Did not shave my knuckles off, so that's great news. Everyone praise me. Oh my God, that smells delicious. It's still there. The sweetness is still there. I'm still picking up the cookie dough. But it's not, again, to quote the internet, it's not as cloyingly sweet. I would just fucking well drink that. I wouldn't drink too many of them, because that's a bad idea. It's a lot of chocolate milk there, buddies. I think that's pretty all right. I think that's pretty all right. The coffee liqueur goes a long way. That's pretty exciting. I'm pretty excited by it. How do we put this thing back on without dying? Just press it back over top. Let's do that. Woo! That's exciting stuff. I almost kind of want to put some sort of. I want to mess with it. I'm happy. I know the saying, "Don't fuck with happy." Pretty happy. I want to mess around with it. I want to put something weird in there. Why do I want to put something weird in there? Like some herbal, like some chartreuse, just like a chartreuse, or maybe some Luxardo, some maraschino. Some cherries. There's cherries on cookies sometimes. Nah, we'll leave it as it. There we go. We need a name for it, though. What are we going to call it? That's the cookie dough. DoughBall Cookie Dough, chocolate milk, milk and cookies, Santa's Revenge. Santa's Revenge? In July? Why the hell not? cinnamon. Oh man, that freshly grated cinnamon is fantastic smelling. Milk and cookies. Gotta love it. Milk and cookie dough. Chalky milk and cookie dough. The babysitter something. Yeah. So we'll come up with somebody in the comments. Figure it out. Do something with it. That's pretty all right. Hard to mess with chocolate milk. I'm not gonna lie. A little absinthe? Would that be fun? Gonna do it. Try it. Dash absinthe just for funsies. Probably gonna fuck it up. I got the cinnamon stick. Might as well use it. Kinda like it. I kinda like it. It's kinda good. I don't think I screwed up. That's pretty fun. All right. That was, an ounce and a half of cookie dough whiskey. For God's sake, of course it was. Just under 2 ounces. We're not going to do fractions on that. We're going to call it just under 2 ounces of 1 ounce and 3/4 of chocolate milk. I don't know why I'm holding that up. Chocolate milk. There we go. 1 ounce and 3/4 of chocolate milk. A bar spoon of vanilla vodka. 1/2 ounce of coffee liqueur. Grated cinnamon. And a dash of absinthe. With 2 dashes of chocolate bitters. I like the smell better before the absinthe. Oh, I take it back. No, I don't. That smells just wonderful. Oh man, that smells wonderful. Maybe I'm losing my mind. Maybe the heat's getting to me. Maybe all this stupid groundwater is getting to me. That's delicious. I'm in. I think I unfucked the dough ball. That's fantastic. It's beautiful. Anyway, I think that's. I don't think I have any more time. We're already half an hour in. We're 32 minutes in. That's too many damn minutes. That's really tasty. I'm never going to make this drink again because I'm never going to get that stupid dough ball whiskey again because I don't think I can find it. But I would 100% do this again. I might try to find a bottle of that now. This is actually pretty decent. I wonder if it would just be fine with regular whiskey. I'm going to try this again with regular whiskey when you guys aren't here because I have other things to do. This is fine. That's very exciting. I think I unfucked a drink. This is pretty delicious. Chocolate milk, cookie dough. Call that the sleepover? Is that what we're going to do? I think we're going to call that chocolate milk, cookie dough, sleepover at Nana's. That's what that's going to be called. Sleepover at Nana's, cookie dough, chocolate milk. That has all the Nana things about it. Nana, I love you. Saw you on the weekend. Miss you. You're 100% not watching this. Otherwise, I would not have said fuck so many times. I said it a lot. It was too many times. Oh. That's delicious. I'm all over that, man. It's somewhere between a mudslide, a B52, a chocolate espresso, martini. Yeah. All right. I'm here. It's cool. I'm in. That's fun. That's real fun. I had fun with that one. Man, I turned that around in a hurry. I've got a lot of whiskey left to drink. Woo! Don't want to waste that. Yeah, well, while I upload all this fun stuff, I've got a couple of drinks left. Remember the Jack Daniel's single and the Willett small batch. Willett small batch. Won't it small batch? Hey now. Oh, there's a reason there's a Willett walking around here, isn't there? This might have been. Oh, that really redeemed everything. That's fantastic. Primarily, this is a cocktail channel. Here's what it is. As much as I really enjoy whiskey, and I enjoy whiskey. Got some new shelves, by the way. It's Prime Day. Probably can't say that. I don't know. I think that's going to move. Shelves are going to go in there. They're like kind of angly. There's 4 of them. We're going to see what happens with that. I think we're moving some stuff off the main bar and seeing what happens. I don't know exactly what's going to happen. I think the bitters are going to move around. We've got this other shelf too. The books are on. I'll have somewhere to put my bar books too. That's kind of nice. That's kind of fun. I don't have to put them in drawers now, and I don't have to leave them on the table like they're display pieces. Kind of cool. All right, I've rambled entirely too much. We're down to 35 minutes. Hey, why not? Hopefully you had fun, because I sure did. I needed a bit of a break after all of today, because I've been entirely too much, in my basement, and I'm still in my basement. That kind of hurts. I need to get outside, I think. Very much need to get outside. Been in here too long. But anyway, hopefully you had fun. I had fun staying in the basement where I'm trapped forever, apparently. Still got some more shop backing to do. I'm going to get into that right after this. And hopefully your guys are doing okay. Hopefully your basements are good. Mine's getting there. It's fine. Got unlucky enough to have to do a bunch of stuff, but lucky enough that I don't think I have to do a lot of stuff. Don't have to get insurance involved anyway. So there we are. Have a great one. Happy Whiskey Wednesday, or whatever's left of it. I think there's probably a solid 20 minutes left by the time I upload this thing. Why not have a little bit of whiskey? Oh, that cookie dough is coming through a little bit more. Still tasty. I like it. Very happy with it. Sleepover at Nana's. JD single. Willett small batch. Willett small batch. Have a great one, guys. Cheers.